Wesley, welcome back to Bucharest, welcome back to Grandchester. How does it feel to come back here, and what memories do you have from the previous events?
Well, it feels great. It feels wonderful to be back in Romania. It's such a great country with such great people. We have some friends here, and I'm very grateful to Superbet, obviously, to Sasha and Augusto Dragic for having me over. I think this is my 4th year playing Bucharest. It feels great, and it's one tournament that I always look forward to playing again every year.
Yeah, what was your best performance in the city before, and like the best memories as well?
Well, I think my best performance was in 2022, I believe, when I tied for first, and I very nearly won the tournament on tiebreak. Like I had 5.5 out of 9. Yeah, my most memorable time in Romania was in 2019. When it was the first one, I believe, and we were playing in this wonderful big resort, and there was a separate tournament just for the locals, and I remember everyone was just very happy to have this big tournament back then.
And we're also happy to have you back in Grandchester. It's your first tournament this season, and like, what are your expectations, hopes? What is your shape? How do you feel about your chess right now?
Well, first of all, I'm very grateful that Grandchester have me this year, considering I finished 4th last year. Yeah, I'm hoping to bounce back from my performance from last year, try to get a bit more of energy. Also this year, Grandchester is going to have finals in a new continent in South America. So that's going to be very exciting.
Absolutely. Brazil, I mean, have you thought about it? Have you ever been there?
No, there are only a few continents in the world I haven't been to, like Australia is one, or South America. I'm motivated to do my best to have a chance to qualify for that one. And I watched some of the games in Poland. It's also been very exciting, and I hope to learn from my mistakes and also other players' mistakes to try to do better.
Now that you mentioned Poland, like whose play was the most impressive for you?
Well, obviously Fedosip beating everyone in the blitz section. Also Firuzja not doing very well. Usually he does very well in speed events. And the fact that MBL is so consistent in speed chess. Yeah, it was an epic tournament. I was a bit surprised Magnus wasn't there, but he'll be in other tournaments.
Exactly, and it's the 10th anniversary of Grandchester. The tour was changing. You were at the very beginning, from the very beginning, right? So how do you feel the tour has changed, and what do you feel about yourself? How did you change as a player?
Yeah, I got a bit older compared to the first time I played. And also now the Grandchester is constantly trying to expand, trying to go to new continents. As we see now, we have South America, trying to go to different countries and different places. And it's great for chess players like me. Like we lost some tournaments, but we gained new ones. So it's very exciting to have all these new places. Exciting to have new players also. I mean, it's a bit tough when you're 30s and then you have very strong teenagers coming who just come out of nowhere pretty much. Basically, you have a new young player every couple years now. So it's important for me to keep my level of motivation high and also to keep my physical and mental strength high.
Yeah, you mentioned the new players, but who were your toughest opponents over the years in Grandchester?
Well, obviously Magnus, Fabiano, those two have always been. And well, now it's a bit of relief that Magnus is not a full tour player of the Grandchester because he has his own tournaments. But Fabiano plays every year. And now we have the new guys like Gukesh or Nodirbek or Pragnananda, who are also very strong, very powerful players who play a new kind of chess, one that I've not been totally used to yet.
As a chess player, as a top chess player, what are the challenges you have these days that you didn't have before? Like, how do you feel? What are the biggest challenges?
Well, the biggest challenges I feel are just the constantly changing nature of the game, but also of how the game is organized. Because now you have so many different formats and so many time controls. You don't know exactly whether you should focus on fast time controls or slow time controls. Or also now you have Chess 960 becoming very popular.
Exactly, so many different formats. So happy to have you here, Wesley, and I wish you all the best of luck for the tournament.
Thank you so much.